This is an abstract idea just using black and white paint. I didn't intend to create what I found there after I was through, but if you look closely, you'll see a face in the upper 1/4, looking from right to left with a light shining on the face. And as soon as I saw it, I realized that even though I didn't intend it, this is Adam in the garden hiding in the cool of the day. And the Lord has just found him, and the Lord's face is shining on him, and that's why his face is so bright. The origin of this painting is so funny. I happened to see on YouTube the very first ever Green Acres episode, which, if I understood the notes on YouTube correctly, was never used. And it shows the penthouse Park Avenue home of Lisa and Oliver Douglas in New York City, and there was a painting on the wall, abstract, that had some red and black and white in it. And I started off to paint something like that, but this is what I wound up with. Interestingly, I didn't intend this either, but if you look, this person that's standing, this rather unique person, is holding something, and it's almost like one of those drapes that the women used to wear that was like a squirrel thing with feet and head, or fox or something like that, except what we've got here is the hind end of a pig, the two legs draping down and the little tail pointing out, and which is kind of especially funny because on Green Acres you've got Arnold the pig. This is one of my recent efforts in a new form of painting called acrylic pour painting, where you choose colors and you place them on the canvas, and then you shift the canvas around to let the paint go kind of where it might want to go and create some unique shapes and features. You can find almost anything in one of these. This is a recent painting. There's no story behind it. It's two very tall women going for a walk on the rainy side of the street. This is one of my personal favorites that I've ever done. This was completed very recently. It's painted on plywood, which was my first time to try that. It's a piece of 3/4 inch birch plywood, which is a high grade of plywood that I just had left as a scrap. It's 42 or 3 inches tall and about 23 inches wide. I called it "Come and See a Man Who Told Me Everything I've Ever Done." So I took it to be the woman at the well in Samaria near Sychar. First, let me just comment that this photograph is from my front yard, and I had to have 2 trees taken down about a year ago. And I was looking at one of those trees before the man who goes to church with me, young man, came to cut them down. And I said, you know what? I bet there's a cross inside that tree. When he comes, I'm going to see if he can find that cross. So we cut both of the trees that way and found a cross in each of them. The painting is one that I had redone. It originally was something else. I really like it, and this is what I see. The woman on the left is a woman who's had some hard times in life, and she's looking. Part of her face is veiled, and that veil continues from her face over to the right-hand side of the painting. But you can notice that right in the middle, the veil is torn in two, and she's looking to the cross. All of these photographs were taken by me with the exception of maybe one, the football team that I'm in the picture. I love this picture. This is from Joshua Tree National Park, I think it's called, in California. My sister had a house there for a season, and I was visiting her. And what I saw in these Joshua trees is, "Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our God, our Maker. For he is our God, and we are his people, the sheep of his pasture." So that's what I see those Joshua trees doing, where their arms extending out and down. This painting is it's a fairly recent painting. I like it a lot. I see it as worshipful as well. This picture was taken at Moonstone Beach on the California coast. This painting is one of the earlier efforts, which is just recently, at doing acrylic pour painting, and I just love all the unique designs that you can catch in that. One of our Saturday mornings with the homeless ministry in New Orleans, we always did communion on Saturday morning before we started going around. But we usually had some people who were waiting on us, and so that's what's going on here. This is just a little bit west of the Superdome. This painting is another pour painting, but I did something a little different. I added some geometric shapes to it after I had completed it, and I really like that, and I'm looking forward to doing more of that. Some precious people in this picture, most of which is my wife, Sweet E, Elaine, on the left of her. This is one of my most recent paintings, and I love it. It's wild and crazy. It's an abstract painting. There was nothing in it that was supposed to turn out to be anything specific. And I don't think many people see this but me, but in the upper right-hand corner, there's a large white area, and in the middle of it is what I call Dazzled Duck. It looks like his eyes are popping out. He's got on a little cap, and his lips, his mouth is wide open. His legs are extended in front of him, and he's after the beautiful animal on the left that I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a cross between a skunk and a poodle, and I decided its name was Fifi LaFontaine. Oh, this is a picture I was working on earlier today, and I'd close with it as a little bonus. This is a picture of my friends and brothers from law school. We were the intramural Class A champions. One of my friends, Bruce Smith, on there, when I sent it to him today, he said, "Weren't we national champions?" But this was the Duckheads, and we had quite a good team. I'm pretty sure we were undefeated, but we won the championship.